Hey guys, OmniOmenZ here, and I'm here today to play Phantasy Star Online New Genesis version 2. Now, when I say play, I mean teach anyone who comes across this video how to play the game. Because I've already played this game. I get on it daily for dailies. I just don't record videos for it. Because I don't see potential for comedy. With that being said, let's get into the video and start from the very beginning. Now, of course, you want to go and start the game. You want to go to whatever ship you're on. For me, that's ship 2 at the moment. And then we load. Of course, I'm doing this video on PlayStation, so Now, for new players, I'm going to first teach you how to change your player ID. First time's free. Second time is like $15 because Sega is Sega. I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of a rip-off in my opinion. But hey, if you got the money and you feel like you made a mistake, go for it. Anyway, then, of course, I can't show you more than that because I've already chosen my name, right? So let's go to characters. You can create, usually around your first ship, like 2 characters. Right now I'm on a male character and he looks like some Neko dude. And on PlayStation, I'm gonna suggest this right now. I don't play PC for any game. I used to when I was a kid. Now I don't. I'm an adult. I'm strictly console. That being said, I would suggest you either play this game on PC or Xbox if you have either. Because on PlayStation, you're going to be sitting here for a solid like 2-3 minutes, even on a PS5, waiting for the game to load up, and it's extremely annoying. That's why I typically play it on Xbox. Anyway, we're not going to have you sit through this. Alright guys. Sorry about that, I had something in my throat. Anyway, here we are. First thing we should take note of is the item shop, and of course you'll see there's a few people messing around in the block I'm in right now. Now, for the item shop, this is more or less where you'll make some of your money. By selling items that are of value. Now, I've already gotten, at least I think I have gotten them for the day. No, wait, that was yesterday. So yeah, I can show you guys today. So we're going to go to our map. And you're going to want to unlock specific areas. First this one, then this one. This is just for Alio, okay? Once you get to Retim and Kvaris, I will show you, well, I'm going to show you in this video anyway, what spots you need to hit once you get to these areas. But first, we're going to start with something you will definitely be able to get to if you are a new player. That is Alio. Alright, we're at the first area where we start off, and what you want to go and do is go this way. Right over here. Another thing you're going to want to have is your sonar activated. See how mine's going off? It's pointing to these items right here. Now, in order to use your sonar and activate it, you want to go to Gear, Sub, Palette, go down to your mag, go to your Activate Sonar Target Settings, and you want to turn on Valuable Items, because that's what these are. These are alpha reactors. Alright, so we're going to go pick up all these. Your sonar will take you to each one that is around, and then you want to pick them all up. Now, they're not always in the same area and these locations. Like, one was right here, it could be somewhere over here or whatnot. It changes with this area, but it's also always in this vicinity for these first alpha reactors. Now we're gonna cut to the next set of alpha reactors. Alright guys, we are now at the next area, not too far from the first set of alpha reactors. Let me just kill these enemies, get them out of the way. And I'm going to show you how I got to this area, because it does not have a direct teleport location near it. So we go to our map, and as you can see, I'm not too far away from the first one. What I did is, once I was done with the alpha reactors here, gathering them, I just kind of made my way down this way and just ran all the way here. Pretty easy, not too far away. Alright, so we're going to pick up all these alpha reactors now. And if you've followed the video so far, you've basically turned your sonar on. So you're going to be led to all of them. All of them in this vicinity. And that being said, we're going to cut through this part and move on to the next area. Alright guys, we're at the next area, the next teleport location, which is also known as reactor devices. And we're going to check the map real quick so I can remind y'all where it is and just confirm for you guys. It's right here, hidden behind my icon. You can see the green. That's where it is. That's where the first location is, and this is where the second one is. Now, we want to go up here and get the alpha reactors that are here, and this will be the last area in Alio where you collect them, basically. Alright, so we got here. It's going to be like some over here and then some over here. And again, you know the sonar, so we're just going to cut. Alright guys, we're now in Retim. If you've done the alpha reactor portion correctly, you should have exactly 14 of them. Alright, now we're going for the stellar fragments, which are those little glowing things hanging around in the air. There's 10 of them altogether. Now this one, in my opinion, is one of the most annoying ones to deal with, because you're basically doing parkour. Now parkour is fun in this game, it really is. In fact, there's a lot you can do with it now, thanks to the newly added creative spaces. So, I missed that one. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to also cut through this part because these things are scattered randomly in this one spot. So yeah. First though, I am going to show you the area. Right here, Sangan Mountain Road East. Now you will have this area unlocked immediately after you enter Retim and finish the story that comes with it right here, which is where you'll find the story, because you'll already have West Retim unlocked. Alright, so that'll be easy to gather these right after you unlock Retim. Alright guys, we are now in Kvaris for the valuable item collection portion of this video, and the last collection items you will have to gather, in which you can sell for money daily. Alright, so this might just be me, but in my opinion, I strongly believe that this is the most fun and easiest part of the collection. Because I'm facing the wrong way, you can snowboard while you gather. In fact, it's a lot easier if you do, because you're just busting through these items, which are called snow, which, much like something we will cover later on in the video, is like gathering materials. So you have to hit them to collect them, but if you're snowboarding, you're basically just having to run through them. You can also collect other things in this area while you are snowboarding. Oh, and you are going to want to hit these things, which not only boost you forward and make you go a little faster, making this a bit quicker, but they also, you know, replenish the time that you've had on the snowboard, because it is limited. Got stuck there for a second. Alright, those should be all the snow. My sonar is not going off for valuable items, though it will go off for other things as well. And if you've done that correctly, you should have 10 snow. Alright, now we're going to head back to Alio, because we have finished this portion of the video. Alright guys, we're back in Alio, and I'm going to show you real quick how much you'll get from the alpha reactors. Right there, you get 49,000 Meseta just for the alpha reactors. Then you have the stellar fragments, and you have the snow, you get 104 for all of them. And you know, that's just an easy 100k every day once you unlock every region up to Kvaris in the areas where you get the items. Now, we're going to go to the Salon. Fun place, right? Yeah. This is for the players who want to know more about the fashion and customization of characters versus just straight up combat. Now, as you can see, it shows my character, and these are basically the settings I have for this character. However, we're going to focus more on looks. Looks are something where you can save a preset for a character. You don't have to be in the salon to do this, but it's a lot easier to go through it and do this in the salon than it is just out in the field, because you're getting everything done at once, and there's a lot more editing you can do in the salon versus out of the salon. Like with your accessories, you can see that I have it as max size because I like how it looks that way. With the tail, you can't change the size of an accessory or move its location in the lobby. It's got to be in the salon. So if you want to move the location, there's a location move, and if you want to make it easier, you can also change where the location spawn is, and depending on the item, that can be very useful for every little nifty creation you have, in your head. Any idea you have, it's pretty much possible. Alright, but now we're going to go over through the portion of the salon that will cost you something. Now, first we're going to start with the eyes. You can change your eyes freely from the shape, well, not the shape, but the type of eye you have to the color. That is all free. You can do that whenever you want, however you want, and it's all free. It doesn't cost star gems, which are SG, which is an in-game currency that you get for free just by playing the game, which we'll get into later on how you can do that. Now, if you want to change your eye detail, as you can see right here, the little diamond up there that has an S on it, that is star gems. That's SG. It requires that to change. Whenever it says SG, it requires that to change. However, it won't ask you for it until you go to save changes and be like, okay, do you have a salon pass or SG? Now, you don't want to spend SG on just changing your character. It's not worth it, and you get salon passes for free. Also, just by logging in daily, you'll be guaranteed to get 1 or 2 a week, but we'll get into how you get those later. For now, we're going to go through the rest of the things that cost SG. Your neck size, which is basically your head size and the width of your neck. Your face, basically it changes your face. You can make it fat, skinny, whatever. And if you're like me and don't want to remember exactly what you messed up, you can go here, review changes, apply, back to normal. No problemo. Don't have to worry about paying anything when I exit this place. But if you're lazy and just want to choose the best for your character or design for faces, there's a selection of faces to use up to the number 24. Some are actually pretty decent, and you can use these faces as a basis for your own design, somewhere to start. But that, again, you're changing the face, you're changing the hair too, and it's not free. Okay, now hair color, another thing that requires SG for the changing of your character's body. However, you can lengthen the hair in certain areas. Every hairstyle is different, and that is free. Alright, now we go off to eyebrows. Free. Even the color change for this is free. Doesn't cost you anything. I know, weird how they do the color change for your eyebrows free, but not the hair. Doesn't make sense to me. Eyelashes, free. Color change, free. Nose, cost SG. Mouth, cost SG. Teeth, completely free unless you want to adjust the tongue or any of this, which usually won't. The changing of these is free though. Alright, then we go to ears, horns. Yes, there's ears and horns, as you can see. Plenty to select from after you've collected the tickets that unlock them. A lot of these, in fact most of these, are from me unlocking them through tickets that I've earned in one way or the other, or have been given by the game just for logging in as a special reward for an event that's going on. Then we got the ears. You got your little elf ears, you got your little furry ears or whatever. And you got some mechanical ears as well, even ears with piercing. Changing these, the type of ear you have, type of horn, is free. Changing the size for these is not. So you want to get to the point where the size you have is perfect for almost any kind of ear selection or situation, because sometimes it's not. Sometimes it just looks weird in the placement of where it is. For me, I just like what I like, so that's all that matters. That's... Make sure I didn't... Okay, yeah, I put it back, okay. Then we go to face slash makeup slash face paint. That's all free. All of it is free. Now, the ones that are grayed out, there's a reason they're grayed out, because this type of face that I have right now does not use these face paints. There are different faces that give different face paints, and everything to this point requires a different face. So, if you want that face, here's what you do. You go here, all these faces down here, past this, you can see the different color, one's white, one's black. The black background faces are all the faces that you can use for the other face paints. Except this one. This one's just like a completely different face altogether. But still, that being said, that's how you change the face paint. And, not to mention, that's also how you change other things. Now that we've covered that pretty much, oh, one more thing, customize your expressions. These, I don't remember if they take SG, but I'm pretty sure they do. However, we can test that real easy. Okay. If this just exits me out, we'll do that last. Because if it just exits me out... Oh no, here we go. Yeah, okay. See this? That changes the face expression. But it costs SG or a Salon Pass. Honestly, I don't even bother with that, but everyone wants to do their own thing, and there is a lot you can do with the facial expression. Anyway, now we go to body type selection. You can be humanoid 1, humanoid 2, basically female robot or female humanoid. I don't know what to tell you. All this, however, this costs SG all the way down to the skin change. It will cost SG except for the gloss, which in my opinion is pointless. So, then we go to body paint. Body paint is free. As you can see, I have a tank top and gallows tattoo, which is that little thing right there. You can't see it, but basically I just kind of wanted it for that cool little part right there. I think it looks nice. Alright, now we go to clothing. Clothing is a little different. It's also where you save your looks. See the little green rectangular square thing right there where it's right next to base color settings? That symbolizes an in-color change pass, which you will need to change your clothes colors. And this counts for everything. Your inner selection, outer, and base wear. However, from what I've seen, you can only change one article of clothing or color per pass, which is extremely annoying to me, but I'm pretty sure you can change base, outer, and inner, one of each, before exiting the salon, and it will save all three of those. I may be wrong about that. I haven't tested that out yet, but I know from experience you can change all of these. It will only cost you one pass. Right here, your cast parts. Now, that being said, it's a little bit more difficult to get an in-color change pass. However, I will show you guys where I have had the most luck of getting these passes. And keyword being is luck. Alright, that's what costs clothing wise. The in-color change pass, that's where you'll have to, get a cost from that. Now, if you're just changing your outfit, it costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to change your outfit. It's just, I'm not changing my outfit. But it is free. Changing your accessories is free. And another thing that I should add, and I kind of told someone different, because I thought the cap was 20, it's 18. Now, each accessory has a number. See how it says 2, 3, 2, 3, and it adds up to 10? Well, once you get to, here's an example. I'm going to do a 3, we're going to do another 3, it's just going to stack. And as you can see, anything below 2, it will not let me put on, because, well, I don't have the space for it. So you want to choose your accessories carefully and make your character look as cool as possible. Those are just your accessories though. We all know we got base, outer, and inner to work with. Well, mostly base and outer. Alright, now we go on to the voice. This costs you nothing to change. You can change it whenever to whatever you want. Change motion, free, whenever, whatever you want. Edit mode, motion settings, anything you want. Yeah, it's just anything you want to change in this section, except for the manage all colors, which is just kind of a baseline for everything that requires a color change. Everything except that is free, unless you're changing your national. We've been over this. Okay, then we go to this. This is where you test things, also free. This is where you can save your looks, also free. So if I wanted to go here, I could see everything I've created from cosplays or whatever. And that's all that matters really, is like I can change these. I can save them and just move on. Alright, that's it. That's everything. Now we're going to move on to the next section, tutorial part of this video, because we're basically going through all the basics right now. Alright guys, now we're going to check out the personal shop. So for this, basically every time there's a mission pass, which is this thing right here, you will get on the 3rd tier a reward that is personal shop use 3 days. It'll only last 3 days. I've already used mine, already found some stuff I wanted to sell. I don't even know if my other things have sold yet. Let's see. Oh, yes, they did. I just made 5 mil from some wings. Not chicken wings, though. That sounds delicious, though. Alright, that being said, whenever you go to sell an item, you want to look it up, see how much it is, which typically, you want to, this is what I usually do. When I'm selling an item and I have space, I go put up for sale, I go to the item, and usually the best things to sell are these tickets right here for accessories or emotes. So I've basically sold all my emotes except for this one. So we'll do the emote. Right now these are very cheap, very low, and this is actually one you will want to get while it's cheap, because it will skyrocket once it's like not flooding the market anymore. But when you have things like these, you're going to sell them much faster if you undersell, and you're going to make money quicker that way. Maybe not as much as it originally was, but for items like these, they're usually more than 700,000. Same with these accessories. As you can see with the twisty tail, right now there's a lot for 900. Yet another item I like, but let's go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Before, the normal price for this tail, you can see how this person has like 9 of them. And this person really overdid it right here. Like, he outbought like the whole store and just like maxed out as much as he thought he could get with it for a major profit. Because again, there's a lot of them being sold for very little. Now, originally it was like 26 mil, so this guy right here, he's one of the original sellers, and he has 9. I know, what a scumbag. Anyway, yeah, I don't believe in selling things for that much, because they eventually come around through the scratches, which is these things right here. Sure, they cost real money, but at the same time, the Massetti you get in the game for free can also go towards buying them, and you do not need a pass for that. You can just go in, go to the shop, search for what you want, type in something like Twisty or Twist, and it'll pop up the 2 most recent and available items that are being sold on the store, and you can just click on that. Let me actually show you. I should have done that. So we go to Twist, we go here, click on one of them, we search, it'll show you every tail that's up right now. And we go to this. This one's more expensive because it's the newer item. I've already gotten one that was a lot cheaper than that. Don't judge me. I didn't pay 5 mil for one of these for damn sure. It was like 2 mil. But I wanted the tail. I wanted to have black hair and not the white rings, because with the twisty tail, the regular twisty tail, it has white rings because there's always part of it that's white. So I use it for white-haired characters, because it makes more sense. If I wanted a black hair character like this, I would need the black tail. It's all black. The only difference is the twisty tail can have the other color rings can be any color you want them to be. It just doesn't look right to me personally. No, that is a UQ, also known as urgent quest. Now, for me, I can go ahead and do the maxed rank, which is 475, and I can get possible rewards from it, you know? Real nice. New 9-star rarity weapons and whatnot, which I'm probably going to do after, you know, this tutorial.
This is an emergency transmission.
Oh my god, shut up.
We're
going to just mute him real quick, because I hate this.
An interception operation
Alright, sound.
is currently in the planning stages. Please prepare to deploy.
Alright, we're just going to mute that real quick. Alright, so here we are at the item lab enhancement technician Lavona. They all have different names for some reason, whatever. Alright, so this is for people who want to upgrade their items, like your armor, or whatever. Now, typically, you want to use these gold swords to help upgrade your items, get them upgraded faster, or, you know, weapons, armor, whatever. These just upgrade them the fastest, and these new ones even faster. Alright, so we're going to upgrade or look for a weapon that is upgradable, like this relic Salon. We're going to do this, and already it's got a 10 boost. With this, it's 11, but, you know, I'm not actually going to waste money on that, even though it's not a lot. But you do 5, and you've already gotten it to level 14. However, there's a faster way to level that up. If you've gotten to a point where you can use a relic weapon, which is level 31 to use, and you want to get rid of your old weapon and start using that one, because you're level 31 now, you want a new weapon. What you do is you go towards your old weapon that's already fully leveled up. Not this one, of course. It has nice things on it. But for an example, you want to use that, and it'll help level your weapon up a lot more. See how that just, like, skyrocketed the max? That's what you want to do. That's the same thing for your armor. You get new armor. Yes, you want to use these. But for now, we're not going to show that, because I feel like you've gotten the concept. Then we go to limit break. Limit break costs quite a bit, in my opinion. And it upgrades your... Right now, it goes all the way to plus 70, which adds an extra slot. But for, you know, tutorial purposes, let's just say we're doing this. You'll get upgraded to 40 or 30, whatever the weapon's capabilities are, that's what you upgrade to. And it does cost Meseta. You will need Meseta to purchase this. You also want to add your augments, such as, depending on your playstyle, if you're a range type, precision, tech type, which is like lightning, magic, rod, stuff like that, tech 4, and then of course I'm missing my might for some reason, but might 4 is what it would be called, and all that. You want anything that basically goes towards that weapon's basic, like, combat style, so, you know, melee, ranged, or tech, which is like basically magic or whatever. And that's it. Then you go to unlock potential. This costs like probably the most out of everything. It's ridiculous. Right now it goes up to 6 for this weapon. The Revita series. It's an 8-star, I believe. I have yet to get, yeah, it's an 8-star, a 9-star weapon. Right now, these go up to 6. They were just 5 before, but I guess they're 6 now. And it's expensive, it really is. And that's all we're going to cover for this portion of the video. Now we want to move on to the last and final part of this tutorial that covers more or less all your basics. Actually, no, this is the last part. There's one more after this. Sorry, my bad. But this will cover all your basics. Alright, so the first thing we want to talk about is the story. So, we have tasks, right? They talk about your dailies, your quests, everything. Speaking of which, you want to do your dailies every day. That's another free 130,000 Meseta that you can just, like, you know, save up. And your weeklies will give you 50 for these types of weeklies, as well as unlock more points for the mission pass. Okay, now we go on to main quests. I have done in progress because I've completed them all. So you want to follow the story completely, and then once you get past, let's see, this is chapter 3, back to Kvaris Lodge. So we want to go to chapter 2. Once you get past chapter 2, get out of Ritem, you will go to Kvaris, and there will be a robot right here, a cast is what they're called, named Gaiden, or Giden, or whatever you want to call him, and he will boost you 10 levels up on whatever weapon you start off with and you're using. So let's say you start off like, I don't know, a Force or a Braver. Personally, I have Force pretty leveled up to max right now, so I'm a Force main. I like to just light things up. Lightning. Anyway, he'll level you up 10 levels, and he does this twice throughout the game. Throughout the story, he does it twice. He does it before Kvaris, and then I believe he does it once more before Stia. But for this to be educational, I suggest you do this when you reach level 40, because all of Kvaris' enemies are 40 plus, except for the very first enemies, which are close enough to 40 to be considered 40 plus. They're 38, and they don't last at 38 for very long. Anyway, it'll boost you up to 50, easy clap, you move on, you go through the story, you level up further, and in the right order. It just makes everything so much smoother. That being said, we go to farming, we go to grinding. What you want to do right now, if you are a new player, is go through all these. Rank 1, 2, 3, until you, especially 3 for these areas right here. And Rezo Forest, it's only rank 2, but it's basically 3. As you can see, there's a campaign boost going on right now. Those go on a lot for new players like yourself, who's ever watching this video basically. This is for you. You want to go through these campaigns, level up as much as possible, because you're getting extra XP for grinding in these areas. It's, at the moment, the fastest way a new player can level up, all the way up to basically level 60. And once you get to level 60, you just want to get to level 61, and well, we'll continue that later on, but for now, this is just for you beginners. Alright, so basically that's your grinding, that's your leveling, that's everything you need to know as a beginning player to get you started. Of course, you'll come across these combat sectors throughout the gameplay and whatnot. Oh, there's one thing I almost forgot. Your free SG. Titles. Now, for completing titles, you get so much SG. Like right here, my first title completed, that's what it's for. Or basically just play NGS title starter, you get 5 SG. Now it'll go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up and continue onward. And each time it goes up, you have to do it more and more for basically anything. As you can see, I did not do a lot of Hunter. But let's go to Force. I had to get, it's level 20, 35, 40, 45, 60, 70. And then it stops there. And then it gives you these neat little things, which are for something else entirely, and we'll cover in a different video. However, that's free SG every time you reach that level. And then we go to enemies. Enemies is a lot easier, trust me, to get SG for. Rare enemies. Now, this is just a rule of thumb for me. Whenever you come across these enemies, like silver, gold, whatever, you want to blast them away immediately. That's just free SG in the pocket, and that's very, very helpful if you want to like get cosmetics and, you know, other things like the pass for the mission pass, the gold pass, which is very important. In fact, I'm going to say this now, you always want to have 100 SG on you for this one pass. Like, if you get to 100 SG, save it. Save it for that. You're going to want to, trust me. Alright. Always have 100 SG. Remember your titles. And get some free SG just by playing the game. Also, you can just like a look. It's real easy. It's real simple. And you get free SG just for liking someone's thing. It's 1 for a non-premium member, and it is 2 for a premium member. And it's free 5 SG every day just for playing free. That being said, you do get 10 if you're premium, and it's only like close to $15 a month. You know, basic MMO, premium values. There's a lot of MMOs that just charge $15 a month. It's at least that's where the market's at for that. So that's nice. Okay. Well, I believe I have covered everything that I can think of that is the most useful thing you'll have for, you know, any situation for a new player. And for all of you who do not believe that knowing about cosmetics and whatnot isn't important, I got a surprise for you. And I'm a Pokemon. That is the fun you can have with customization in this game. And this is just something basic and simple that pretty much anyone can do with just a little bit of a setup. Well, except for the outfit. The outfit's very expensive. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, this tutorial. It's not quick, but it covers what I believe needs to be covered for a beginning player. And this is going to go up, this is going to be up on Saturday. You will see this on Saturday. And more or less, I'm doing this for my Alliance members that are new to the game, and I want to kind of help them out, and it's much more simple to do that in a video than anything else. So, you know, why not? This isn't something I typically do. I don't do tutorials. I like to make people laugh with comedy, and you know, I feel like some part of my suffering in games can do that. Specifically the competitive ones where everyone just wants to be like, no fun for you. You do not get fun. Die. But anyway, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this video, have found something useful from it, and can actually get going faster through the game thanks to this information, instead of, like, you know, playing days and days trying to figure out what the hell you're supposed to be doing. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here, and I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, I don't plan on doing a lot of tutorials in the future for other games. I don't plan on covering this game. But if you want me to make another tutorial for you, I will. I got you. However, if you like this tutorial, found it useful, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want specific other content, just ask and I will accommodate you to the best of my ability and wallet, which is very low, by the way. Don't ask too much. Not yet. Still new. Still new to YouTube. Don't ask too much. Alright, bye!